today we are going to talk about the day that the UN has put aside to celebrate or to remember in slave trade. This day is called the International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its abolishment. So this day happened in what is now today called Haiti in the year 1791. So we just want to go around in the community and find out what people know about this day and why it is important for them to be reminded of this day, and they should be able to reflect the methods that were used in the trade and the causes, what caused our former leaders or our leaders long ago to take part in this activity until the time that it was abolished. So this day is usually commemorated on the 23rd of August, and I'm sure most of the people are not aware about it. Let's go into the community and find out what people know about this day and what they think about this day and how we can learn from this incident or this tragedy that happened and forge ahead and try to establish new working systems with the people that really took advantage of us as Africans, and also what leaders can learn from the experience that our forefathers or our fore leaders did, because it has been believed that over 12 million people were sold as slaves. So you can see the impact that it created in Africa. So these are some of the things that we need to engage on as young people. We need to know where we're coming from, and also so that we're able to find solutions to where we are going. So join Franklin Kumwenda as he talks to different people about this day and what they think about it.
Welcome to this segment again. My name is Franklin Kumwenda, and today we are commemorating a day called the International Day for Remembrance of Slave Trade and its Abolition. And here my friends who are going to give their views on what they know about this day. So they will introduce themselves and they'll say something about it. So we'll start with my friend here, Mwaba. Go on.
Hello friends, my name is Mwaba. I've actually just heard about International Slave Trade Abolition today, so I don't know about its abolition or anything, but it's something that's very dear to me, being a black person, having suffered most of the slave trade that has actually had gone on in the world. But as far as remembering it and how far it goes, I'm actually glad that we have reached a stage in the world that we have actually gone far and actually taken steps that we no longer have to go through certain things that we went through back in the day. But I do think that slave trade has evolved into something else now, because we're all just mentally enslaved and not just physically enslaved. But I'm glad that we have moved on from slave trade of people. That's my take on it.
Good, thank you. And what's your take on it?
I think my take on it to be mostly because, as he said, this is the first time I actually heard about this. So I think more information, because what we actually know right now is, for me, I only know Kennedy, how the Americans abolished slave trade through Kennedy, the president. But in the Zambian category, you don't even know anything. The African, you don't even know when it actually restored slave trade. Yeah, people would say Kenneth Kaunda or leaders, but you don't even know its details. You don't even know its details. What really happened? How did they really abolish slave trade? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. You've heard it for yourself, and so keep on asking just to find out what we know about this day. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We're back again. So, what's your name?
My name is Javulani.
You live around here?
Yes.
Okay. So today we are celebrating International Day for Remembrance of Slave Trade and its Abolition. Yes. Do you know anything about it?
Actually, this is my first time hearing it,
Yes.
but with the way it sounds, remembering, I don't think we should remember such a day in history, time in history, because remembering it is the same as celebrating it. And for us, the Africans, we felt more of the slavery than the people who were actually enslaving us. So for us, it's a good day that we're remembering that we are out of it. But again, it's not a good day because we were in that situation.
Okay, got it. What was the question that you wanted to ask? So what do you think about the day? Should it be known, like everyone should know about it, or
I think everybody should know about it because it's a mark in history that everybody should know, because us going forward, we shouldn't go through this again through knowledge. Us knowing that we went through that, and the day this whole thing stopped should actually give us more enlightenment to say, let's stop it in the future as we're going where we're going, and let's know that, oh, okay, it happened at this day and this day. This is when the whole abolishment finished and everything. So it's important for everybody to know, because it's what we went through in history.
So, as a person, when you remember that you were once a slave, does that affect you?
It actually does, and it's affected even Africa till it's still affecting us till now, because slavery is not yet done. Slavery is still ongoing, but it's just been modernized. And it being modernized, that's why we have to look at this day to see what we can change again through this modern slavery that has come. Yes.
All right. No, thank you for. And I'm here at the gallery show where one of the owners is going to comment on the Day of Remembrance of Slave Trade and its abolition. Yeah, well. Yeah. So welcome. What is your name?
My name is Kelvin.
Today we're talking about the remembrance of slave trade and its abolition. What do you know about slave trade? Remembrance of slave trade and its abolition.
What do I remember? And what do I know?
What do you know about it?
Okay, I'll say I don't know much about that because one person knows who is not so much into remembering the slave trade. Whatever.
Why?
Yeah, because for me it's like refreshing the wounds of those who are going through those situations, you know. So as for me, I feel like once you mention that word slave trade, it brings those evil bad.
Don't you think maybe it's just the UNESCO maybe just trying to give us, we learn from the past, so that we should not forget who we are. We should know that we were once under slavery and now we are out of it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we were once under slavery and we are out of that. It's a good thing. But for others, it just brings those bad memories. And I feel like it starts creating the kind of like the enemy shit.
Enmity between the races.
The races, exactly. So that's the reason why I feel like, now that things are okay, that Africans and whites, we are working together. So there are some of these things that remind us of those bad things that used to happen. We used to be completely forgotten about it. Yeah, that's what I feel about it. But it's a good thing. Yeah, we are happy that that thing has gone, the slave trade has gone. But I know that it's not completely gone because there are still more other people who are going through that.
Indirectly.
Exactly. That's what I can say on that.
No, thank you very much for your opinion and your views on that.
Exactly. Thank you. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Ben, who is going to give his views concerning this day. Mr. Ben, what do you think about this day?
No, actually, this day is just a good day that should be remembered. That is, since that time when colonized by the whites, it was really too bad. It was too bad. Now we've come up to be at peace now. Yeah.
I'm here at University of Zambia, and amidst the COVID, we have a day called Remembrance of Slave Trade and its Abolition, which is on the 23rd. So I'm here at this campus to ask what they know, these students or teachers, lecturers, whoever is here, about this day. What is your name? And what is your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. I'll start with Mukutwa. What do you know about this day?
23rd of August, right, is a day when
people in the Dominican realized or came together to abolish or come up with a way to abolish the slave trade and make it known around the globe.
So were you aware that this day actually is around, that people actually commemorate it?
Well, I believe, yeah, it's there because obviously it marked the beginning of the end of the slave trade. And again, I didn't know that it was actually celebrated.
Did you?
No, no.
And what do you know about slave trade, perhaps?
Slave trade. Okay. All I know, or basically, I can say it's a bad thing, but the day, I think it's. I didn't know that the celebration exists, but I think it's a cool thing. In such a sense that most of the rights which were deprived of the people were, yeah. So I think it's a very good thing.
What about those people that are saying that maybe this day shouldn't really be remembered?
Yeah, okay. I think I can understand that part because, like, like almost each and every bad thing has its own strings behind, and this thing, like, when they remember about the slave trade and it brings back bad memories. Despite everything and the goodness, like the intentions, might have good intentions, but it has bad memories attached to it. But either ways, according to me, I think it's a good thing. Yeah.
So are you going to like commemorate it since you know?
Of course, most definitely.
And you, what do you think?
About the slave trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it's a bad thing, and it's a really, from the history, it went on for over 400 years.
Yeah, sure.
And so that memory is true in a lot of people who like us blacks, especially those who are like in America, South America. That's still you're not talking about it. It's not a good thing, but remembering the day of its abolishment is a good thing because I guess it's a time when us blacks could stand up and be free and have liberty and have the power to
Be able to go to school and
learn, travel, and not be under a leash.
Yeah. So actually, this day is also not really just for blacks. Other ethnic groups that were also enslaved.
Yeah.
So what would you say about, because we're living in a multicultural society today?
Yeah.
What's your take?
I think it's a cool thing when you look at it on a general perspective, as you have put it. But like people mostly, when they hear about slavery, they refer to black people because like majority of the black people, it's the how can I say, it's the race, like the majority of the race which was victimized by what can you say? Yeah, slavery. Yeah. But as you have put it, like it brings like different people, like a lot of different people together. Yeah. It's a good thing in such a way. Like one might say that slavery is not a good thing and maybe like it's bad when it comes to memories and stuff, but it's more like death. Death is bad. So like it's just synonymous to it. Whereby death is bad, but when you die, they start remembering you, like those memorial days, like they are good because they are remembering you. So yeah, I think that's the only thing I can just say. And I think it's good because it brings like different people from different cultures together. Yeah.
Any last words about this day?
What do you say?
Yeah. You can just cover it.
But this day, well, I think firstly it's a good thing that people are becoming aware of it, and it's a day where different ethnicities can come and celebrate the abolishment. But again, it's in, like you said, in memorial, like remembering it. It's not really a good thing because people have still got that anger in them. Say, my grandfather.
Friends here, we're discussing the day of remembrance of slave trade and its abolition.